So last four sessions, we have been discussing on Linux concepts. In our yesterday session, we discussed service management and we understood how many number of ports are there. And as part of service management, we created and we installed Nginx package and we then started Nginx server, systemctl start and systemctl stop, systemctl status, systemctl enable, systemctl disable. So these are the how you will run the services. Okay, so once the service is running, it will occupy a particular port number. For example, Nginx will occupy port number 80, and then you will be able to open the Nginx web server in the browser. So that is through the internet. Okay, so when the services keep on running, you will be able to open the service. So you can host the static websites inside Nginx server, and the websites can be opened throughout the internet, just like joindevops.com. So this is a static website. Okay, just like it is hosted in Nginx. So I'll also show you another website today, how to host that static website. For example, if you have any simple business, you can host that within minutes into the Linux server. So that is very simple. We will see that today. And yesterday we discussed network management as well. So you need to, as part of troubleshooting, when something is not working, first you need to check whether the port is opened by the service or not. Okay, and then you will run ps-ef whether the process is running, and the top you can check the CPU and system memory and RAM usage, hard disk. So all these things you will check as part of troubleshooting. And then yesterday one more thing we discussed, IP and then port number. This is telnet command. So these are all the troubleshooting commands as part of network management. And then later we discussed three-tier architecture. So we decided like three-tier architecture is the popular now, and it is mandatory to implement for any website. So it will have web server, application server, and database server. In front of them, we will have the load balancer. Okay, and yeah, so that's all we discussed yesterday, and today we will start with other Linux concepts. This is the final session on Linux. So this covers at least more than intermediate knowledge on Linux operating system. And definitely in our upcoming sessions, we will again get some concepts. At that time, we will discuss again, because we cannot escape from Linux, because either you are a developer or DevOps engineer, in our daily life, we have to use Linux servers. Okay, so till now, first let us create the instance. You can name it anything. Okay. AWS Linux 2, not AWS 2023. Okay, and then free tier, key pair, and security group. So yesterday's Q&A session also, if you guys join, and then we resolve their errors while connecting to the server. So you know this command, how to connect to the server. That is nothing but you need to pass the private key and then command username @ IP address. Okay, it may take a minute. Okay, you logged in. So this is the way you have to understand what you are doing to log into the server. You need to pass the protocol, you need to pass the private key, username, and IP address. So once you understand this, then we can go to the PuTTY. So PuTTY is the way we connect to the servers. It's like more handy. You can just download PuTTY and then 64-bit. And let us install. So it doesn't matter which one you are connecting. For example, Facebook server, you are connecting either from Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox, Opera, anything is fine. Okay, so that is like HTTP client. HTTP client is nothing but browser, which is used to connect to HTTP server. So similarly, PuTTY is also SSH client. Git bash is also SSH client. Okay, you can use anything. Okay, putty is installed, but putty has its own key, that is like ppk, putty private key. Okay, so this is its own mechanism to connect to the servers, and they will give you one software also that is called puttygen. When you install putty, so they will give you one software that is puttygen. Okay, so in this puttygen, you have to load your PEM file. Okay, devops.pem. Okay, and click on save private key, not public key, save private key. Click on yes, and then give the name as like same. I obviously generally same DevOps. Okay, that's it. So then DevOps.ppk will be saved. Okay. So this is how. Open puttygen, load your devops.pem or whatever the PEM file, and then okay, then save private key devops.ppk. Okay, devops.ppk. It will obviously show you .ppk. Okay, yes. So this is the private key. So what we did, use puttygen to load PEM file and create ppk file. Okay, so after this, now we are good to create the session putty. Okay, let me remove the old. So this is the putty generally. First, let us give some name. An example, DevOps, AWS, Linux 2. Okay, I'm giving this name. No need to give the IP address because IP address keeps on changing. Just give the name. Okay, so you know what are the one you have to select it. You have to select username and then private key. That is nothing but ppk, putty private key. So you gave this session name, and let us check some appearance. Okay, bold and then 12. And there will be connection inside here data. You can give your username EC2 user, and then go to SSH authentication credentials. Here you need to select your private key. Okay, devops.ppk. It will not understand .pem. Okay, and once you give all these things here, come back to session and click on save. Otherwise, it will not be saved. Usually people forget to save, then they will ask me, I'm not able to do. Now, if you want to change something here, click this load, and you can see the data and credentials and appearance. If you want to change the appearance, you can come here. Now, if I give 13. Okay. And don't forget to come back to session and save it. Okay. Now I'm canceling it. Now let us open again. Okay. Select your session, load it, and give the IP address here. Why I'm not giving IP address? Because it keeps on changing. So that's why I'm not giving the IP address here. IP address, just click on open. Okay. Then it will give us accept. So this is how you log into putty. Okay. So these are the steps. So you have to save the session. Now I'm exiting it, and let's log in one more time. Putty. Load and give IP address, open. Okay, that's it. Okay, so just putty is not enough, because in your browser, you know, you have a tab to open multiple tabs here. So this is more handy. If you don't have this feature, you need to open this Chrome again and again. Similarly, in Putty, we don't have any other new tab option. If you want to open 5-6 servers at a time, we don't have any option here. Okay, so what we have is another handy tool, that is Super Putty. Okay, download Super Putty. Yeah, Super Putty download. Click on this MSI. Download manually. So this will use Putty in background. Next, I accept. Next, install. So Super Putty uses Putty in background. Without Putty, it will not work. Now click on S. Launch Super Putty. Finish. Okay. So this will automatically find out the sessions from your Putty. Okay. Now you can give your IP address. Okay. Now you have a multi-tab option. Just give IP address and then just enter again IP address and enter. So you can get multiple sessions here. Okay. So this will be more handy to use. Okay. So we use Putty and Super Putty throughout our course. Okay. Yeah. So let us install one more tool called WinSCP. Download. So this is also from the same company, Putty. Yep. Next. So it is saying you have stored sessions in Putty. So do you want to import them? I want to import. Yes. Okay. Now it is that it has given us the imported session. Okay. And finish. Okay. So this is our WinSCP. Load this, just give edit and then your IP address, save and login. Yes. That's it. Okay, so this is WinSCP. You know, Git bash, it is like mini Linux. Okay, you can use the Linux commands here. Okay, you can use Linux commands in Windows, not everything, up to some extent using Git bash. Okay, similarly, so it will give you a Windows kind of view for your Linux server. Left side one is this is our Windows local and this is the server. If you want to transfer the files from here and here, so it will be easy generally. Okay. So now what we do is let us install Nginx here. Yum install or Amazon Linux extras, Amazon Linux extras install Nginx 1-y. Okay, so once it is installed, there will be a directory usr share Nginx and HTML. So here you can keep your websites here. Okay. For example, when you open this in browser, okay, I haven't started this. Okay, let's start systemctl start nginx. So without starting, obviously you cannot open. Now you can check netstat -lntp. So port number 80 is open. ps-ef grep nginx. Nginx process is running. So you are good. Now open this. So you are getting the welcome to nginx. It means it is running properly. So where is this file? It is in cat.index.html. So this is the one, welcome to nginx in HTML format. Okay. So by default, when you open this IP address on port number 80, it will refer to this location, and by default, it will start giving you index.html. Okay, so now I want to host some website. I have something in downloads folder. So this is a simple website. Okay. I'm moving to here, right side. You can see here, I'm moving to /usr share nginx/html. So this is right side is the Linux server, left side is the Windows server local. Okay, now let me remove this index.html. I want to host my own website. So it is saying permission denied. Why it is saying permission denied? So let's go and check what are the permissions of this. So this is on the root. Okay. So either you need to change it to easy to user, or you have to give the right access, because easy to user is the other user. They have to get the right access. But temporarily, I am giving full access 777 for all users. And you need to give -r. Okay. And let's come back here. So this is deleted. Now let me copy all these things. Just select and then drag. Okay, so you have all your project files. So this means your developers, they have created HTML, and then inside this, they have a lot of JavaScript files. Okay, so they have developed all this, this is the website they have developed, and then you copied and then pasted into the HTML directory. So once you do the changes, it's always good for restart systemctl restart nginx. Okay, so now you just refresh this, so you'll get the nice website. Okay, so this is the static website. So that's what I said yesterday. Web tier, nginx is the web tier. It will host HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, but it cannot host any Java kind of projects, only the static websites. Okay. So you can also open in your devices. This will be opened. So in simple, there will be something called Route 53. It's okay. We will discuss in our further sessions. If you give this here, a simple DNS, then this will definitely work. Cloud Camp Online a record and give your IP address. If you open this, it may take some time. It will take for the first time a few minutes. Okay, it's fine. So now after a few minutes, if you open this, then your site will be redirected and you will get your nice website. So this is how we use this putty, super putty and WinSCP. All of you install this. WinSCP is used to transfer the files between local to server and server to local. Okay. Yeah. So we are good. And then, so next topic we will discuss on. From now onwards, let us use super putty. From next topic, we will discuss on something like find command. Okay. So I'm going to this, I'm creating some file here. Hello. Okay. And I forgot where I created the file. Okay. I don't know where I created. I want to search it. Generally in Windows also, you can search here the file. Just like in your Windows, you can have a search button, and here if you search, it will give you all the possible options. Similarly, in Linux, there is a command called find command, and which directory you have to search, which directory you want to search. For example, I'm searching from the root directory / the syntax is very simple here. Find where to search, and you just give -name and the file name. Okay. So now I'm searching in entire Linux root directory -name, and I'm giving it as hello. So it found it. It is in home / EC2 user / hello, but remaining things it is saying permission denied, because you are running it as a normal user and you asked to find in everything. It is unable to go to few folders because there is no permission. But if you run this with sudo access find run search everywhere -name and then hello. So then it actually searched in each and every folder inside your Linux file system, and then it is giving you results. So this is a simple find command, very useful. So this is how you search the files. Okay, so I think we are good. We can go to the next topic. So let us see this cloud camp is loaded or not. Anyone, is there anyone? Can you try in your devices? Is it loaded? Cloudcamp.online. Let me search in my mobile. Yeah, actually it's working. Maybe here's some cache issues. Okay. So this is good. So next thing we will discuss on Linux file system. Okay. So understanding Linux file system is very important while working with your Linux servers. So if you go to the Linux file system, so first thing, / is the root directory. I mean, Linux root directory. Okay, so this is where your file system is started, just like in your Windows. So there is Windows E prompt. So this is the root directory. You will have C drive, D drive, E drive, something like this. This is the root directory of your Windows. Similarly, / is the Linux root directory. I mean, starting point. Just go to CD / hit ls-l. So you have a lot of folders here. We need to understand what each folder is doing here. What is the reference? Okay. So first thing, let us discuss boot. So this is the direct, whenever OS started, the Linux server, Linux search for boot directory, okay, to start the server. So boot, but just like your Windows boot, whenever Windows is getting started, when you switch on your PC, it will always search for C drive Windows directory. Okay. Here the operating system files are all available. Similarly in Linux, in /boot, so you have all the files related to your operating system are available here. Especially there is something called grub, and here there is a grub.cfg. So this is where the Linux server will be started. Okay, so no need to understand very deep, just understanding the file system is enough. Okay, so that is the boot directory. Okay, so it will load grub.cfg, grub.configuration. So that is about boot directory. And so next directory is /root. /root, it is the home folder of admin user, super admin user. Okay, nothing but root. Just like your home EC2 user, there will be a home folder for the root user also, that is nothing but /root. Okay, so this root directory is different. What I mean here is the starting directory, Linux start directory, I can say. So here you will have root directory. Just go to root, and here you can see nothing is there. Okay. So when you take sudo su hyphen, so this is where you will be logged in, you will be landed automatically when you get the super admin access. Nothing, this is nothing but the root directory of super admin. Okay. So after root, so then we have something called dev. So dev is nothing but all our disks, like hard disks, keyboards, speakers, etc. Everything. Dev is nothing but devices. So all the devices, either hard disks and then keyboard, speakers, whatever the device you connect to your Linux server, even pen drives. Okay, so everything will be available inside your dev directory. Dev is nothing but devices /dev. Okay, you will have everything here. So your keyboard is nothing but pt5. So everything is available. Your disk information, CPU, so everything is here. Okay, so that is about dev. And next thing, etc. etc is nothing but extra configuration. Extra configuration. So what is this configuration? Now we install Nginx. Okay, so Nginx needs some configuration. So where is that configuration stored? It is in Nginx etc directory only. You can see here there will be Nginx folder. You can see. So this etc directory have the configuration of all the softwares you are using. For example, your m command has also configuration here. Okay, so this is where it is available. Configuration related to the packages and services are available here inside etc. Let's go to cd etc nginx, and you can see all the files related to your nginx configuration. Okay, nginx.conf. Everything is available here. If you want to change the configuration of Nginx server, you should come here. Okay. And after etc home folder, home folder generally where all the users folder exists. Okay, just like in your Windows C users directory, same here. Just like C users. Okay, and lib /lib or /lib 64-bit architecture. Okay, so here all the libraries, that is nothing but dependencies of the packages and commands. So, Linux system, Linux server is developed in C language. So while developing, so you need a lot of libraries and dependencies. All the libraries for them will be stored here. Okay, if you just go inside /lib. So these are the libraries required by your operating system. Okay. Like dependencies. In Windows, we call them as DDLs generally. So you will have a lot of DDL files here. Somewhere you can see DLL and exe files. So all these are the files required by your Windows as libraries or dependencies. Local is what is this local? Actually nothing, no importance. And there is a media. So media is nothing but whenever you have your CD drive and then DVD drive, right? Earlier laptops we were getting some CD open a disk, like if you click that it will open, and where you will keep your CD and DVD. So those will be mounted here. Okay, media and MNT directory /media. It is for your CD or DVD will be mounted here. Floppy disk, all those things. And then /MNT. Okay. So MNT is nothing but mount. So whenever you keep a hard disk to your system, it will create another directory here. It generally inside our Windows, it will create another directory here, just like your hard disk. I mean external hard disk. Similarly, this mount, it is used to mount the external hard disk at NFS. Network file storages, like you have your Google Drive, OneDrive. So all those things, if you connect to the Linux server, it will store here in MNT directory. Okay, MNT is nothing but mount. And opt. Opt is nothing but optional. Okay, so by default, if you install through m command, m install nginx, then it will go to the etc folder. But if you install any third-party softwares, it is like Tomcat. If you want to download, if we want to download and run manually, so it is always best practice. It is always good to keep in opt directory. So all third-party related libraries or packages or services, you will keep it inside opt. Okay, let's go to opt. Here our AWS and RH, it is stored here because AWS is definitely a third party to your Linux server. So that's why we keep it here. Whenever you create Tomcat, generally you create a directory here, Tomcat, and then you will download here. Okay. So that is about opt. Okay. After opt, proc. Proc is nothing but process. All your running process information, all your running process info is stored here. Okay. So just go to proc. You can see many process and their IDs will be stored here. You can see all the process instance IDs and their respective folders are stored here. Once you stop the system, everything will be deleted from this directory. Okay, only running process will store here. So if you type something called cat/proc/mem-info, you will get the memory information of your server. Okay, so total we have 975 MB. How much memory free, how much available, everything, all the information is stored here. Similarly, cat/proc/CPU info. You'll get your processor information, everything here. How many cores, what is the architecture, what type of processor it is, everything is stored here. Okay, CPU family 6, model name, number of cores, everything will store here. Okay, so after proc, the important folder is root, we already discussed. Run. Okay, /run is the one when your OS is loading. So it needs some temporary file system. Okay, so it will use .run as temp file system. Okay, so once you stop the server, then it will be deleted. So let's go and see what's there inside run. So this is the temporary file system for your server. And then sbin. Okay, bin also we didn't discuss. Now let's discuss bin. Bin is nothing but binaries. Okay, like commands our regular user uses. Just like your cd command, pwd, ls, cat, touch, whatever the command you are using. So all the libraries, it will be here inside cd bin. Okay. You can see all the commands, whatever you are using, m command, wc, vi, vim, view, all the commands will be available here, top. This is nothing but binaries, the user commands generally. What is sbin? Sbin is nothing but system administrator command, something like to extend the file system, particularly admin related commands. System binaries, admin related commands will be here inside sbin. Okay, and then tmp. I don't know about this srv, and also it's not important. tmp. So tmp is not, it will, nothing will be there here. Generally temp folder, just like in your Windows, if you type temp, so whenever your operating system is running, it will store a lot of temporary files here. So everything will come here inside the temp directory, just like this temp directory. In Linux, we have /temp. Nothing is important here, just temporary files. Temp is nothing but important. You can just say it is completely not important. So after temp, we have USR. USR, it is already linked to many directory. It is nothing but user information. And then var. So var is nothing but variables. So when your Linux server is running, it writes a lot of log files, messages. So everything will store here, etc. For example, our Nginx is running. Okay, you can go to the cd var, and then Nginx will be created. Sorry, var log and Nginx will be created. Here you can see the logs related to the access and error log. Who is accessing? So all of you access this server. So we will get this request. So each and every request will be stored here inside the log files of Nginx. Okay. So someone hit from Chrome browser. So all the browser information, everything, the client information will get here, what is the IP address is the request is from, at what time, and what is the they are requesting, everything will be here. Okay. Similarly, the system messages also, var log. So there will be something called messages. Okay. This is the Linux system messages. You just give less command, less also it will open. Okay. And then if you want to go down, Shift G. So you can see all the messages related to your Linux. Just like your Windows log, it is the Linux log. Okay. You can see whenever you install Nginx, everything will be written here. Control C to come out, or Q. Okay. So this is about the var directory. So these are the very important, and mostly all the Linux file system. You need to just understand, you don't need to go too much deep. Understanding the purpose of each and every directory is enough here. Okay. And next, we discuss something like inode, soft link, and hard link. Soft link or symbolic link or symlink. So this is the mandatory interview question. So just they will ask, what is inode? Okay. So humans remember this sentence, this statement. It is universal fact. Humans remember names. Computers can't understand names. They only understand numbers. Okay. So we cannot remember the IP address. So that's why we did some mapping. Computer only remember IP address. So we did some mapping, that is DNS. Okay, we allocated the IP address to the DNS. Okay, but for computer, always this is the point of contact. Okay, this is the reference. So that's the universal fact. Even computer cannot understand the text. It only understands zeros and ones, but our operating system is converting whatever you're writing here ultimately into 0 and 1s to the CPU. Okay. So whenever you have a file or folder in Linux, so it will always point to some number pointer in your hard disk. Okay. Let me draw something. Okay. So whatever the file and folder you create here, but in hard disk, it is going to be a memory location. So that is nothing but inode. So whenever you are opening, you are referring operating system, always get the inode of this file or folder, and it will go into the memory and it will fetch it. Okay. So for everything in Linux, so let me come out of it. We have a file here. So what is the inode number of this? ls-ltr. If you give I, it will give you the number. So this is the location inside the hard disk where your operating system is stored the file. Okay, very simple answer. A single statement. Inode is the pointer location inside the hard disk of a Linux file and folder. So it is the pointer inside memory of the pointer of file or folder inside memory. That's it. Okay. So now what is soft link and hard link? So we have all the shortcuts here. Okay, for example, so inside desktop, you can just get the properties of Google Chrome. What is this? Google Chrome. Yeah, this one. Okay. Show options. So this is the shortcut properties. This is pointing to this some location. Okay, this one. So this is the actual Google Chrome location, but you have always the shortcut desktop. Because you don't remember where your Chrome is always, so you will create shortcuts inside the desktop. Similarly, in Linux, we have something called soft link or symbolic link or symlink. Yes, so this can point to actual file. How it is pointed is, okay, so you have your inode somewhere and you have a file or folder. Okay, so this is the inode actually. So you don't remember where it is exactly. Always you can create something called symlink. Okay, so this symlink will point to this, and then this will point to this one. Okay, so now let us see how to create that. Okay, I'm just giving some text here. Echo. Hello, I am learning DevOps with AWS. To hello. Cat hello. Yeah, it is there. So you always don't remember the location. For example, maybe you can create, let's go to the temp directory. So you can create link. Link is nothing but ln-s means soft link. And then what is the source file? Home, easy to user, hello. And I want to give some like hello soft. Okay, so the syntax is link -s, it means soft. Source file, where is it? And then what is your link file name? Okay, now if you enter, so you have the link created. You can see here L means link. Okay, and now if you just give cat hello soft, you are getting the text. Okay, it can be anywhere inside the server. You can always remember this. So your symlink will point to the actual file through soft link, and then it is referring the actual inode. And there is one more thing, that is hard link. So this is nothing but if you have a file here, if you create a hard link, so it will not refer the as a shortcut. Instead, it is like it will copy. So soft link is a pointer. Hard link is like copying the file again. Okay, but uses same inode. So this symlink inode is different generally. If you just check here, cd ls-ltri, This is some inode. Let's go to the temp folder, the same command. You can see different inode. So just a pointer. Okay. So always remember this point. It is very important in interview. Symlink inode is different. Actual file inode is different. But for hard link, it is same inode. Okay. So now let us see that. Hard link is nothing but ln source file home EC2 user and then hello and hello heart. Okay. So as I said, it will not behave like link, it will behave like actual file. So that is why it is not showing L here. If you just type hello heart link, same you can view the text also. But what will happen if we remove? Let us discuss what if we remove source file. Okay. Let us see as part of our EC2 user and then hello. I'm removing the source file. Let us see what will happen to the soft link and hard link. So you remove this file itself, then obviously Symlink has nowhere to get this data. Okay, so this is the data. Now if you check here ls-ltri, you can see the color is changed. It means you cannot get the data here. If you just type cat hello soft, it will say no such file or directory because you removed the source file. But what about hard link? Cat hello hard link. You can see still it is there because you deleted this one, but this is not deleted actually. So this is pointing to the same inode. Okay, so the difference is whenever you remove, soft link will not work. Hard link can still have the data. So this is the difference. So finally, you should say the answer is soft link inode is different, but hard link inode is same as the source file. If you delete the source file, you cannot open the soft link, but you can still open the hard link. So that is what you have to answer it in the interviews. Okay. So this is about soft link and hard link. And there is one more thing, just like tar command. Okay. So whenever you have a zip in Windows, you will just right click and then extract the files and folders here. But inside Linux, this is very simple, a simple command. So now let's download Tomcat. So for Windows, you will always download zip. For Linux, you have to download tar.zip. Okay, let's go to our cd opt directory. MK, we already have Tomcat. Okay, here you know wget is a command to download the file, and it is downloaded. Okay, not write. Okay, we don't have the access. Let's go to the root directory. Cd opt Tomcat. Here wget and then download. Please download it, but it is in zip format. How you extract is a simple command tar -x for extraction. What is the file name? Apache. Yes, that's it. So this will be extracted. So this is the use of tar command here. Okay. And final topic we will discuss today, that is nothing but cron tab. So now the requirement is you started the Linux server and you cannot monitor it completely and continuously. So there will be a lot of process running. What is our task is generally, you need to monitor Linux server all the time. Okay, so memory, CPU, resources. Okay, our job is whenever the memory is full or CPU is full, we need to take the action immediately. So for that, you need to monitor it continuously. So generally, we cannot sit in front of the system 24/7 and do that thing. So for that purpose, what you do is write shell script and schedule it for every 1 hour. So what this shell script will do is every 1 hour, it will execute and it will check the memory and CPU resources. Okay. And it will send an email or Slack message if something goes wrong, so that you don't need to sit in front of the system continuously. Okay. But how are you scheduling? Scheduling in Linux understanding is very important. That is nothing but cron tab, a simple command. Okay. But there is some syntax to follow. If you just type cron tab, okay. So it has 5 star symbols. First star, it will show which minute, which hour. So now it is 4th hour, 5th minute. And star means every day. Star means every month, every day of the week. So there will be 5 stars. You want to get the images. Yeah. The first star show us which minute, second star which hour, and then third star which day of the month, and month of the year, and day of the week. So this is the information, but if you no need to by heart, actually, you will have always some examples. If you want every minute to run, then this is the one. Okay. If you want every hour, every half an hour is there, every 60 minutes. Okay. 0th minute of every hour. That's it. Very simple. So the syntax is, let us take every minute. And what is the command? So that's it. So now Linux will remember this. It will execute this command every minute. Okay. That is very simple. Cron tab -e for edit. Just open this and give this star. Okay. And what is the command? Set. What is the command? For now, I'm simply writing a command like echo hello. I am executed at. I'm just giving date. So if you give like this, we will discuss anyhow as part of shell scripting. But for now, I'm saying if you give like this and then execution dot log. So what will happen is every minute your Linux server will run this command. It will get the present date of the system and it will show it it will keep it inside the execution.log. And if you give 1 greater than symbol, it will replace. Just give 2 greater than symbol, it will always append. Okay. So now you are telling Linux server to execute this command at every minute and then store the information inside the execution.log. Okay. So now I'm saving this. Okay. Yeah, sorry. We need to give the proper path to understand it. Okay. So let us give inside our home directory /home /ec2-user/. Okay. Now let's go to our home directory. Here we can see execution log is already created and it is already executed at 1st second of every minute. So at 8:04 a.m. again it will be executed. It will store the information here. So it means using cron tab, you can schedule the scripts and commands in your Linux. Okay. Now you can see it executed at the 8:04 also. And so this is what is very important. It's more than intermediate level of knowledge, and maybe in our future further sessions, you may get some other concepts based on the project requirement. We will learn at that time, but this knowledge is more than enough to become a DevOps engineer. Okay, almost we practiced many things except disk management. That will cover that as part of our further DevOps sessions. Okay. So SAD command, all those commands will come as part of shell scripting. Streamline editor. Okay. So now let us take few questions. So yesterday also we conducted a Q&A session and we resolved the errors everyone facing. Yeah, Srinivas, you have some question. Srinivas, you can unmute and ask. Okay, Praveen Reddy.
Yes, Shiva. Shiva, I sent an email in this Zoom meeting actually. If you want.
What is the email?
Sorry. Hello.
Oh, sent a message. I have 7.5 years of experience with 2 years of Azure CT. Okay, I have used like FT. So, yeah, ML is there. It's a simple thing. I already posted in YouTube also. That's not a complex topic. ML is very simple.
So do we have a YAML videos or something in your channel? And we are going to
Yes,
cover this
it
in this.
hardly takes 30 minutes time to explain the ML. And
Okay.
we will definitely need this as part of Ansible. That is implicitly there. No need to worry about that. Okay.
Okay. One more question actually. So how much level of scripting knowledge we'll get here, like a basic or
We will
intermediate?
cover advanced scripting. Don't worry.
Okay.
We'll start from basics and we will do it everything
Yeah,
through the
because
script.
as of now, I never worked on this. Only classic editors I used,
You,
but
you no need to worry. You are
yeah.
already good. You are already DevOps engineer. You will easily learn it. No worries.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Most welcome. Srikanth.
Hi Shiva.
Yeah. Hi, Srikanth.
So Shiva, I could eventually figure out that one, the default setting, but
Mhm.
I'm getting that connection timed out error right now with the server. So initially when I created that instance, I never had this problem, but it came from yesterday, Shiva.
But anyhow, we cannot resolve in the session. We need to understand. So
Right.
maybe you have joined yesterday Q&A session. Okay, we'll resolve later in the Slack maybe. Okay.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Yeah. See you. Bye. Venkat.
Hi Shiva, I have one doubt.
Yes.
While installing Nginx, we have given Nginx one, but whenever we started, we have given service name as Nginx. What is the
Yeah. So
difference?
that is Amazon Linux extras. Actually, they named it the packages as Nginx one.
Oh, okay.
Because in AWS Linux 2, you have two type of package managers. One is Amazon Linux extras and M. So from next sessions, we will use CentOS operating system. It is exactly same as AWS Linux 2. Then
Okay.
yeah, so you will not face that discrepancy. But it's fine. Just if you see here, AWS Linux 2 is same as your CentOS, Red Hat Enterprise Linux, Fedora. So just they added few more utilities. That's it.
Okay. From Monday onwards, you are going to start AWS or? Linux content.
Yeah, so we will maybe discuss shell scripting because we discussed Linux now, right? So we will start
Yeah.
with the project discussion actually, and then we will go with shell scripting. So from Monday, we will discuss the project, what we are going to do this entire course. That's a big IBM open source project. We will discuss that project and whatever we learn, everything will be with the project only.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hepzibah. Hepzibah, you have some question, you can unmute.
Nothing, Shiva.
Okay, good. Thank you. Avinash Madas.
Shiva, what is the difference between this git bash and putty?
Nothing difference, just like difference between Internet Explorer and Chrome.
Okay.
Just another client software, that's it.
Okay.
Okay. So and every time we don't, suppose if you are in a hurry, if you want to connect to the server, instead of giving the commands and searching for where is your PEM file, you just hit it in the super putty or putty, then it is like more handy. Jay Chandra.
Yeah, you have explained soft link and hard link, right?
Yes.
When we can use that one, when we can use soft link or when we can use hard link. So
Just like soft link as a shortcut, if you don't remember, so maybe the in-depth location of it, then you go for soft link. If you want to keep the backup of something, then you can go for hard link. So for example, I want to keep the backup of a file. It is very important for me, ls-. If you can copy to take the backup, but after some time, the file will be like a new content is added to the file. Okay, so again, you need to copy. Just
yes,
like a
yes.
backup, this hard link, okay, it will keep on, whenever this file is updated, it is the same. But by mistake, if somebody deletes this file, you still have the backup, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
So that is what we use for.
Okay, so if any source is updated, automatically hard link will update it. No need to
Yes,
update this.
no need to update because it's pointing to the same location.
Yes, yes. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Welcome. Rahim Basha.
Good morning, Shiva.
Good morning.
Shiva, that you the comment Linux comment that you are writing in the notepad and the content that you are writing in the notepad, will that also be shared with us?
Okay, so this is the random content. Okay.
Yeah, that would be
It's not
useful
in
for
a,
us in the notes.
yeah, it is useful, but what I recommend is maybe from Monday I'll try to share, but this will not look. Okay, wait, let me complete. Okay. So if you write it by yourself, you will get it. If you see this again and you don't write it again, so just understand and then you leave it. But if you write it in your own notes, then you will get more clarity. But since everybody is asking for it, okay, we will keep that from Monday somewhere in the location drive. Okay, you can refer to it, but it is always good if you write by yourself. I'm writing from long back, so I remember. If you just refer it again, you will not remember. Okay. So that's why I recommend you to write it.
Okay, Shiva. Thank you.
Okay, most welcome. Bye. Bharat RS.
Hi, Shiva. Good morning.
Yeah, hi, good morning.
This is about payment. Other than UPI, is there any option to pay through credit card?
Okay, we'll discuss in the chat. Thank you so much. Nishal?
Hi, Shiva. Good morning. Hello.
Yeah.
You have at last you have run that cron job, right?
Yes.
To monitor the server performance like that.
Yes, yes.
Do we create any email notifications to artists to know the server performance of for every 1 hour, for every 1 minute? Or...
Yes, we do.
for that, we need to run some kind of, we need to create some kind of
You need
shell
to
scripting kind of.
you need to install some packages and do some configuration in shell scripting.
It will automatically custom based upon our custom rules. It will be automatically sending to the email.
Yeah,
right?
it will automatically send emails. Yes. Okay. Vishnu.
Yeah, hi Shiva, good morning.
Yeah, hi, good morning, Vishnu.
Today I've started this session, so just today only I've joined. So for the previous sessions, can I just for Linux, right? So I can go through those YouTube videos.
Yes, you can.
Okay,
So in joindevops.com, we always have session recordings link.
Okay, I've seen this. So whatever so far you have covered, only these four, right? Four
Yeah,
sessions.
so Linux basics only, yes.
Okay, sure. Thanks.
Okay, yeah. And then VC. Aslam.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi Shiva. Good morning. So yesterday only I found that like your course on your YouTube channel. Today only I joined this course. Okay. I gone through the first demo, the 2 hours demo, more than 2 hours.
Okay.
So I understood the totally how the process DevOps and all. So there is a lot. There is pending with 4 videos. Last 4 videos today I completed. So after going through that videos only, if I had any doubts, will
Yeah, from next Monday we will enable Slack. You guys can connect with each other, and then we will have QA sessions also every week. 3 sessions, dedicated QA sessions. Okay.
Okay, and also can I discuss my experience part, like if
we'll discuss offline. Let's discuss the questions related to topics here.
As of now, I don't have any questions.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Sessions will be private sessions from Sukumar.
Hey, hi Shiva, good morning.
Yeah, hey Sukumar, good morning.
Yeah, with respect to that hard link, say for example, you've come across a hard link which you have not created, right? So how do you figure out the source of that hard link?
Once again, how do you
figure out the source of that hard link?
How do you figure out the source of the hard link? So it is,
say for example, you have the hello file in the demo. You said there is an hello file and you created hello-hard link, right? So you come across a file called hello-hard link, or rather with the description as a link, which you figured out that as a hard link. But how do you figure out the source of it? How do you figure out the hello file, where it is, the location of it?
Okay, yeah, so the good question. Okay, maybe based on the inode number, I think LTR-I. So this inode number of hard link is exactly same as EC2 user, and then what is it? Hello. Oh, I removed it. Okay, so I removed it, so that's why it is not showing the link, I think.
Yeah, you
I
removed
it. Yeah, let me create again. Touch sample. Okay, let's go to the temp ln, and source is sample /home/EC2 user/sample, and then sample hard. I'm just giving like this. So you will always see here the link also. Oh, there is no link. Okay, I think through the inode information we can LTRI. This is the inode, the same as inode in C2 user and then sample. Less LTR hyphen just give I. Okay. So the inode number is always same. But exactly the source, we may have some option. I forgot it. So there will be some command like find command. So you can see there is a links. 2 links are there. Okay, see this difference. But for a normal file, if you just give touch some random file, the link is only one here because this link is to itself. But if you see this, the number of links are 2. Okay. So this is how you will understand this has another link. But to find out, there is a find command -type. So generally the type is file, maybe -links plus one of random. Forgot the exact command, but I searched in Google how to find the source of hard link. Get the inode number. You can learn inode number. Okay, we got the inode number. If the file has more than one link, you can search for other links by passing I number or option. Okay, using the find command, we need to give I number. Find maybe in everything, or let us give home easy to user since we know this, and I number. And what is the I number of us? Simple heart. Okay. So now you can find the source. Okay, instead of name, you are giving inode number. That's it. And the location. If you go to the sudo access, then you can get the result immediately. Yes.
Yeah, because that makes sense, because the inode is the common link between the both between both, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, good question. Thank you.
As part of the further sessions, I mean, you said there will be Q&A for 3 days, right?
Yes.
It's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Yeah.
I mean, how about the lab sessions? I mean, do we do
These are the
labs?
lab sessions. This whatever we are doing, this is the lab, right? So just repeat once again in your same AWS account. Completely lab-based course.
Okay, which implies, I mean, in the future sessions, you're going to explain. Based on the recordings, we'll have to practice.
Yeah, obviously, you listen to the session, open the recording again, understand, and then practice in your own account.
Okay. So, okay, other than during the days when we do not have Q&A, we should use Slack to kind of clarify any doubts as such.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Shiva.
Yeah, most welcome. So that's all for today's session. I hope I answered all the questions.
Hi, Shiva.
Yeah, hi, VC. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're gonna cover AWS as well, right? In this
Yes. Yes.
Okay, that's great. Okay. It's a 3 months course. Yeah, that's fine. Sometimes I'm not able to speak while you are teaching. So that's
so while teaching, let's concentrate only on listening. So we'll have some time for question and answers, and we have Slack and Q&A already. Okay, we should not disturb the content. That's why.
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you so much. So from Monday sessions will be private. So just reach us in WhatsApp to get the links and any discussion related, payment options, everything. Okay, have a nice weekend. See you on tomorrow's session. Bye-bye.
Hello, sure.
Yes, Srinivas.
I have one doubt for the regarding payment. I have contacted WhatsApp group
Okay,
twice.
let's do it in WhatsApp only right now after this.
But I got 2 accounts.
Hi, Shiva.
Hi.
Yeah, hi, Shiva. One question actually. In real time, for this public key and private key, how the companies will use like so they will use only this public and private key or any alternative way also.
Public and private key, password, anything we can use.
In real time, I'm talking about. Yes, might be we
I'm
can
also
use
saying in real time. So there is no another topic in real time. So
Okay.
everybody has to use keys only.
only.
So whatever we are doing, it is whatever we are using in the projects only. So that is not something unreal time, real time. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
But
so-
it depends on organization. You're saying that, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Thanks.
Okay. Have a nice weekend. See you on Monday session. Okay. Bye bye. Have a nice weekend.
Bye.